Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is the 25th of March 2019. My name is Emmanuel Mdiniswa. Happy to come alive once again in matters concerning the billion coin. Allow me, as usually, to lead you to our admin blog, where we shall be sharing some current updates. Let us start with current updates of the billion coin. Before we can tackle the subject of the day, we have these updates, which are so much important to every member in TPC. They are so much important. Please make it a point that you log into your Kringle Cashback office. Let us go in together and log into these current updates. Because without the updates, we never know anything about the billion coin. Allow me to log into my Kringle Cashback office so that we can actually go through these updates, which are so much empowering, so much educative, and they make us aware as to what is happening in our beautiful community of the billion coin. We have this topmost, the newest, which says we need to speed up our TPC efforts before the financial markets collapse. Time is running out. There we go. If you click here on this video, you will actually be in a position to listen to leaders like Mr. Darren Howard. He is one of our most influential leaders in the community. So please, members, make use of these leaders like Mr. Darren Howard here. Go into his contribution, listen to what he is saying, because he is a leader who is in the forefront. Let us learn from other leaders so that we can actually grow. Right? The other item is Stephen Kefi, the host of the broadcasters meeting honors and recognizes TPC growth in the Philippines. If you click here as well, you will get to the host, Mr. Stephen Kefi, one of our hard-working, dedicated leader, member in the billion coin, the pillar of this family. Mr. Stephen Kefi has done more than 360-something broadcasters to date. He is leading by example. Please have time, members, here locally, South Africans, please have interest, learn from other great leaders all over the world. Please, let us have time, have data, go into this video and learn. We are about educating each other. This one says, great effort made to sponsor high school teachers in Philippines. Just imagine high school being sponsored by the billion coin. What does this mean to you? It really shows that we are living up to the promises. Click the video at your own. Click the video. Get here at your own time, at your own spare time. Listen to what other communities are getting, how TPC is effecting change in various communities of the globe. Woo! Philippine event in Manila, celebrating our 3rd anniversary. Remember, we have just had our 3rd anniversary on the 21st of March, 2019. These are some additional events. You can as well click here and get to know how did it happen. See the excitement, unity. Members are uniting behind TPC. This one says how to face Facebook market and recruit in Bangladesh. Facebook marketing done professionally. You click the link, you click here, the video, you help yourself to learn. If you don't help yourself to learn, no one will push you. Push yourself. TPC is about educating yourself through these updates. We value these updates so much. This one says, follow the scripts provided by admin for best results in recruiting. Follow the transition script. Remember those transition scripts. Follow them. The script closest to the script for the 10 closest people in your life. Scripts. We have scripts. Mr. Darren Howard knows how to explain this. Please listen to him. A powerful and prolific leader in the community. We honor him so much. Great review of steps to take to TPC success. All these videos, it is so easy to defeat anyone calling TPC a scam with all the evidence we have that we are not a scam. How can a scam sustain for more than 3 years? Have you ever seen that? TPC is a legit organization, a legit program with a mission to end poverty globally. We are seeing great things happening today. Now, this one says all of the TPC leaders are coming out strong for TPC. This is a video, please get to that, right? I think this is enough for you to see that we have these ongoing items. Now, I want us to go back to this. This is one of our oldest articles in the blog. TPC current price slams into the TPC ultimate price. This was by then, not now. I just want to share some very much important information. This was done, loaded on the January 9, 2018. It's an old article. It relates to the things that were happening then, but there are some notes, some important reads here, which I would love to share with you. As I was going through the admin blog, I got interested in sharing this one with you. Remember, this is an old blog. There was a time when the current price slammed into the ultimate price of TPC. Remember, so if you go into this link here, you will find everything there. Now, as I promised, I'm writing this article to explain the details of this event. This event directly relates to the TPC formula found here. If you click here, you get to the TPC formula. Now, let's go on. The TPC pricing formula begins with the membership agreement. Now, why am I going back to such an old article? We have our newest membership throughout the globe. We need to bring them on board. The time these articles were posted in the blog, they were never there. So it is the duty for us. Let me just come live here when I explain this. Why am I always going back to the oldest articles in this blog? There are so much. The reason is we have our newest people, who are signing every day, because nowadays we have about 100 to 200 people registering into our community. So we need to meet them halfway in terms of information. We need to make them aware that we have these updates. Even the oldest updates, they are still useful. They are still educationally. So that is why I'm always going back. Please understand the reasoning behind this. We need to educate our newest, even including our oldest members. People naturally have this tendency of being lazy to read. So the role that we play or that we contribute as broadcasters is to become the mouthpiece of the billion coin in terms of sharing information, in terms of educating, in terms of making people understand the concept of the billion coin. So that is why we always go back. We take time to read these oldest blogs. Then when we found that this blog is useful, then I always feel like sharing it. Anyway, let's go back to the article that I would love us to look at today. Right? Let's just do the screen sharing first. As I was reading, I was somewhere here. The TPC pricing formula begins with the membership agreement. Remember the membership agreement. And that agreement gets validated each time a new member confirms their email. By then, we were actually, the system was confirming new members through the email. But nowadays, confirmation is made based on the payment status. You need to come into TPC, get your 4 grains annual fee paid, then that is going to affect our our formula. Right, their email address, it is a legal digital signature. TPC Kringle coins derive their value from the members of TPC, proof of membership, POM. TPC recognizes you, that you, a living man or woman or child, has intrinsic value. Let me repeat this. Most of the people don't know this. TPC recognizes that you, a living man and woman or child, has intrinsic value. So do the elite. They too recognize that you have value, and they have developed an elaborate scheme to capture your value enslavement. On the day you were born, a fiction was created, your straw man. To get a clue of what I'm talking about, watch this. There's this video. You can please come here, watch this video here. But for now, I won't be able to go into the video. Watch that video. You need to remember the nature of the elite. The nature of the elite, they are criminals that operate above the law. So you should be very careful if you choose to go down the path of attempting to access the funds in the secret trust account that was set up when you were born. The elite have set up many snares and traps all over this difficult path to pursue. So keep that in mind. In contrast to how the elite treat your value, TPC was created as a very simple way for all of us to access the wealthy associated to our intrinsic value. TPC also recognizes the intrinsic value of unification. A man has value. We have established that. But men gathered together in agreement multiplies that value of each man. That is what the ultimate price of TPC is all about. Remember the ultimate price. It says the formula of the ultimate price of the billion coin is 1, by then we're using euro, is 1 grain of gold multiplied by the total number of verified members within the community. For example, if the total number of verified members equals 10,000, then the ultimate price of the billion coin is 1,000 grains per coin. You see? You must understand the ultimate price, how it goes. The formula of the ultimate price of the billion coin is 1 grain multiplied by the total number of verified members within the community. For example, if the total number of verified members equals 10,000, then the ultimate price of the billion coin is 10,000 grains per coin. As simple as all that. You could say that the ultimate price of TPC is the true price or the true value of each TPC coin, because that price is based on you, all of you, as members in agreement. That price is certainly real, right? It is it is as real as you are as a living man that is good, or women, or child. Are you real? Of course you are. That is the point. That is the point. Money, on the other hand, is just a concept. It only becomes real if enough people agree to believe in it and its form. This is very much important, guys, to read this and understand the concept of the TPC coin. TPC is on a journey of becoming more real each day as our membership grows and as we get more organized to stand in unification. Bitcoin is also on a similar journey, and both Bitcoin and TPC have some high mountains to climb in order to change the whole world. In both cases, the intent is to free mankind from the grasp of the elite and their banks. This is a courageous journey, and the brave must lead the way forward. The current price of TPC Kringle coins was set up at first to lag behind the ultimate price. Do you understand this? The current price of TPC Kringle coins was set up at first to lag behind the ultimate price. The initial price was a completely arbitrary value that I personally felt would be widely accepted as a starting point. It was set up as a tenth of 1 cent in euros. Very cheap, if you ask me. Obviously, I was the first member, so I gave the ultimate price it was €1 by then. By today, we will say 1 grains of value. So right, of course, so right off the bat, the current price was set up to be 1,000 times lower than the ultimate price, so that it will be able to follow the ultimate price. Do you understand? The current price mustn't be higher than the ultimate price. So it was set up to be 1,000 times lower than the ultimate price. This gave the TPC cryptocurrency upward direction. Very powerful concept, because a tenth of 1 cent in grains must go up to get to the true value of 1 grains. I was first, and millions of others, including you, have joined me in raising up the value of this TPC cryptocurrency. Remember the initial price. We launched the billion coin on March 21st, 2016, with the initial price of 0.001 euros per TPC coin. If it was now, I would be saying with the initial price of 0.001 grains per TPC coin, because we are no longer making any reference to euros. Instead, we are making reference to grains of gold. Wealth creation happens as we move up the value of the current price. Wealth creation happens as we move up the value of the current price. Because of the principle of leverage. How can a one-time purchase of $100 turn you into a millionaire over time? The answer is built into the TPC formula using the principles of time, value of money, time, value of money, and leverage. 100 kg and 5 kg, right? The current price of TPC Kringley's could also be called the transaction price by agreement of TPC. You see the other term. The current price of TPC Kringley's could also be called the transaction price by agreement of TPC. I was astonished to discover the nature of so many people to quickly violate the membership agreement by discounting TPC coins and creating competition among the members as far as selling of the TPC coins they purchased. The original design of our TPC coin network was decentralized, right? The original. And I simply expected everyone to honor their agreements. This discounting activity scared the reputation of the TPC coin in the early days because the wealthy creation part of the TPC evaporated under the actions of the discounters. These people left me with only two choices. I could have shut the TPC coin down completely by turning off all of the servers running the network, or reprogram the TPC coin network into a centralized platform and press forward. I felt bad about the money people used to buy TPC coins, and if I had shut it down, they would all have lost all of the money they spent on their purchases. So I decided to take on more responsibility to centralize the coin network, and added a penalty for violating the agreement. We have experienced a tremendous amount of growth since then by doing self-regulation. Now we all can conduct transactions at the current price with full confidence. Now let's look at the definition of the current price. The current price is increased once every 24 hours according to the formula embedded within the software until it reaches its ultimate price. The value of the bullion coin is not attached to the volatility of the markets, and both buyers and sellers of TPC use the current price to conduct transactions. Please, people, new and old, read this. Very much important. The current price can never exceed the ultimate price. It just wouldn't make sense to conduct transactions at a price that is higher than the true value of TPC, of course. For about 22 months, it was by then, the current price has been chasing the ultimate price until yesterday. Until then, it finally caught up at the price of 2,607,034. In euros, the current price and the ultimate price matched for a brief moment at midnight Fiji time. The current price increases every 24 hours, while the ultimate price increases in real time as new members join and drive it up. You see? The ultimate price is driven by the new numbers of people. As new people come in, it goes up. The current price goes every 24 hours. You see the difference? Now, so the chase continues until we either stop growing altogether forever and we reach 1 billion members. Because like the TPC introductory video says, the software behind the TPC formula stops counting new members once we hit 1 billion members. Good. Remember this chart here. The current price, that is driven between 1 to 5%. Right. To stabilize the amount of daily growth in the current price increases daily, I installed a 1 to 5% regulator into the formula called the path. Without this regulator, which was designed to make everyone feel comfortable about the daily price changes. On the first day, the price of TPC would have moved from 1/10 cent in grains to 171 grains on the second day after launch. Averaging was used in that path, and the formula page of the website does a good job of explaining that. When we talk about the path, the current price takes from the initial price to the ultimate price is determined by a software formula that measures the average daily growth in verified members of the Billion Coin community and rewards that growth in kind. From the day of launch, the 3rd of March 21st, 2016, the current price either follow a 1 to 5% path towards the ultimate price, and it will increase daily by 1 to 5% until it reaches the ultimate price. See chart below and how the current price could go for the first year as an example of how the current price will continue to increase daily. As you can see, a lot of thought was put into this innovation called TPC and a lot of effort by many to move it forward towards changing the world to embrace the truth about abundance. Additional note, the end of the day for the current price is also the beginning of the day for the ultimate price. So the price matching only lasts for a short moment of time. Hey, my dearest members, I repeat, please go back to the same article that I was reading. Take time, marinate your mind, your soul, your consciousness. Marinate yourself with information from the admin blog like this one. Today, I chose to tackle the issue of the concept of the billion coin. You need to know about the ultimate price, the current price, the path that it takes to appreciate so that you can help your newest member. Each member in the billion coin must be a teacher of TPC concepts, TPC system, so that we are all clear, we can be able to push the massive growth. Remember, we have these 3 campaigns running together. We will meet people out there, so we need to clearly explain our TPC education, our TPC concept, our TPC system. We have the merchant campaign. We have the cash flow campaign. And we have the mass growth campaign. They complement each other, they go together. So we need to be educated enough. When we go out there and explain these things, people will understand really what the Billion Coin is all about. I chose this article. I encourage you, please, as part of your own education, go there, read the blog. Not only this one, only the entire updates on daily basis. And let me remind you once again, today is the 25th of March, 2019. It's a Monday. A Monday, you know, we attend send button meetings. We have our send button host waiting for us from 5 p.m. 1700 hours South African time. Please get your gadgets loaded with your data, your smartphones. You attend individually and collect information from these live broadcasts. We have the English, the French, the Hindi, the Maytelor. We have also the Cambodia, the Bengal, Kabui AK, and the Teluk. We have got 8 live send button meetings this day, today, Monday, the 25th. Please attend and collect your 1 million cookies, and never share any link with anyone who doesn't have the send button turned on. Attend there because those house rules are very much important. Those new updates that are coming from our admin are so much essential for us to grasp them as they come. Dear TPC community, I wish you well, all the best in everything. Let us help our newest people understand our concept in the Billion Coin. Let us enjoy whatever we do. Let us do everything in love, harmony, peace, and respect. Till we meet again, may God bless you. I thank you. Bye for now.